Good afternoon. I'm Tom from Movewise. I'm here today to get you all excited about estate agency. So let's start with a little game. Could everyone in the audience please put their hand in the air if you have ever sold or know anyone that has sold a house? Okay, we've got a few. And did you have a great time selling your house? Right, exactly. So we all know that selling a house in the UK is a nightmare. But it's actually a problem with the system. It's a problem for both customers and for estate agents. So for customers, it's tricky for them to know who to choose. And then when they do choose one and they list with them, they've only got a 50% chance of selling. For estate agents, they waste a lot of time. For 50% of the valuations they do will never turn into a listing. They have to overvalue the property to actually win the listing. And then when they do list them, they only sell half of what they list. So they only get paid for half the work they're doing. Now this is awful for everybody. If you don't sell your house, it means you can't buy your dream house. We're all sitting at home, cruising Rightmove, looking for properties that we can't quite afford to buy. When you don't sell your house, you're definitely not buying anything. So let's think of a better way. A better way would be, as a customer, you've got one place to go. You access all the best estate agents in your area. You get an expert-managed process. You always sell. And for estate agents, they get free listings delivered to them. All of the hard work is pre-done. They don't have to turn on any of the charm. The customer expectations are managed, and they get a free technology platform for interacting with customers. This is what Movewise does. We're the smart way to sell. We're the first estate agent in England that subcontracts 100% of its business. This is the way professional property developers sell properties, and we're delivering it for retail to the entire market. And then in terms of how it works, we've optimized every single step of the journey. So to start, we use technology and data to identify the best agents. We use the local agents to do the valuation, and then we give impartial advice on their feedback. We do all the administration, wrap it up in a package, give it to the agent, and then they get on with doing the viewings and the listings, and if they deliver a buyer, great, but if they don't, we swap them out and bring in another until it sells. Once they have got an offer, we manage the sales progression, close the deal rapidly, using advanced purchase searches and simple tricks like that. And it works. It works really well. It works, we're selling houses at the bottom of the market, and we're selling houses at the top of the market. In fact, properties that use Movewise to sell are twice as likely to sell, they sell twice as quickly, and they sell for more money. We're being used by individuals for selling their home, we're being used by professional landlords, and we've now started onboarding developers as well. Here's our growth so far. It's early days. But the largest pan-UK brand that launched 4 or 5 years ago, it took them £2.5 million and 2 years to get to where we already have. So we're moving faster. And you'll know these names because we've worked already with all the best agents in the country. We don't have any pre-arranged deals with anyone. The minute we phone them, they take our deal. Why? Because these guys need listings. They massively need listings. And we make the marginal listing for them really easy. And that's why they're willing to work for us, for their sole agency fee, but on our terms. In terms of the market, it's obviously huge. There's 1.7 million attempted listings in the UK. Now, the online agents can squabble over the 5% at the bottom, but we're going after the 95%. We deliver to the whole market that want to use their best local agents. And we get 2 bites at the cherry, because when we miss them the first time, and they list and fail with their agent like most do, we get to relist them. The property market is big. We all know that. Residential property, 244 billion a year. And we get to make a commission on it. 0.15 to 0.5%, that's £1,000 to £5,000 in commission per transaction. We can cross-sell lots of products at that point. Conveyancing, mortgages, the obvious ones. If you think about it, we own the customer for between 3 and 6 months while they're making their home move. This is the point at which they make every single household expenditure decision. We are the gatekeeper to anyone that wants to sell into the residential property sector. Our margin is fantastic, and it will be higher in the long run. And the reason is we have a capital-light, scalable, broker-type financial structure. And we've done all this with two full-time employees and a team of freelancers. We've just onboarded our third employee this week, and we've identified for the next round some very senior hires. So a senior hire in engineering from one of the largest B2C technology businesses. We've identified people from the marketing team that can help guide us on marketing from the most successful agency that went before us. And we've got a very experienced COO who's built a business before. These guys are all ready to start as soon as we close the next round. We're looking for £1.5 million to drive growth and develop the UK's first ever home selling technology platform that can be used by any individual with any estate agent. We've got fantastic backers already from Hambro Perks and some of London's top tech angels. And we're launching our fundraise next month. And I would love to speak to anyone from NOAH that is interested in participating. So to recap, we're an industry starter. We're creating a new industry between customers and estate agents. We're approaching the entire 244 billion market. And we've got a fantastic team with industry-leading skills brought together to create an industry-leading business. Thank you very much. We're Movewise.